Sadashivasamarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. Om Sri Matre Namaha. Harihi Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Harihi Om. We are doing Shivananda Lahari. In that, they have 100 shlokas written by Adi Shankaracharya. We have done 32 shlokas. Today we are entering into 33rd shloka, 3-3. And this one is also again Leela Smarana. All of them are Leela Smarana, and slowly it will take us to the Tattvam, essential nature of Lord Shiva. Now let us chant together. 33 in mute. Nalamba sakrudeva deva bhavataha sevannatirvanutihi puja va smaranam katha shravanamapyalokanam madrusham swaminastira devatanusarana kim labhyate ka va muktiritah kuto bhavati chet kim prardhaniyam tada. This is another beautiful shloka. Shankaracharya is giving 7 pointers. All those 7 pointers, isn't it enough to go to get the liberation? Is Nalamba, na alamba, isn't it enough? Oh Lord Shiva. Even if we do once, Sakrut means once. All these 7 pointers all together, once, Sakrut means once. If we do it once, isn't it enough? Why do we need to go and pray other gods? What is the reason people go after other gods? Because you are the supreme one and giver of the liberation. That is the essence of the shloka. And this introduction, we will enter into the shloka. Swamin, that is the Sambodhana. You are the master of everybody, master of all beings. And Devaha. Deva means, again, a lot of meanings are there. You are Deva because you are the self-effulgent one. Devaha means Danat Devaha, Dyotanat Devaha. 2 etymologies are given in our scriptures. Danat means giver of everything. They give everything away. They don't keep anything. Sun Devata, we say, Surya Bhagavan, Surya Devata. He gives everything away. All his sun rays, heat, and that way everybody can prosper. Even all beings, animals and plants also. That also we know. Why? Because they all turn towards where the Surya Bhagavan is there, in that direction. It is called photosynthesis in our science also. So that's why they give away everything. Moon gives away his coolness, and Voshadis, all the plants and everything grows in that coolness. And then Bhumi gives away everything. Bhu Devata, Agni Devata, Vayu Devata. He takes out all the kalmashas from here to there, all the wind. If the wind blows, then only even the pollination will take place. That also we know. And then he will take out all the bad foul smell also. That is why, for example, when we go out of trip, we open the windows. That is the first step we do. Because Kshalanakari, he purifies everywhere. He purifies everything. That is why they give away. They don't keep anything. Vrukshas are also, trees are also devatas for us. They also give a lot of fruits, and the ripened, unripened one we use for mango pickles. We eat unripened mango. All that, everything, Danat Devaha. Dyotanat means self-illuminators. And each sense organ has a one Devata. Like for eyes, for example, Surya Devata, mind, Chandrama, and then hands, shoulders, that is Indra Devata, and feet, Vishnu Devata, like that. They are all supporting and illuminator of all these. So that is why Jyotanat Devaha, Danat Devaha. So you are Devaha. That's why we have seen elaborately. And then what are those Sakrut again? That is also one important point and terminology here that we'll take up little later. Now let us get into this shloka. What are those 7 pointers? First one is Seva. Seva means service. We all know with the whole body we do the service. Even Ramana Maharshi, Bhagavan, he says, Ishwararpitam nechaya krutam chitta shodhakam mukti sadhanam. For the mukti, we need to do whatever need to be done. It has to be offered to the Ishvara, all-pervading God. Here we are talking about Lord Shiva. Everything has to be offered. There is no personal desire, personal egocentric or egocentric desires. So that is the service. All the Karana Trayam, Shariram, Manasu, Vaku, everything is going to be talked here. First step is seva, service. Even in the Vaishnava Sampradaya, seva is very much highlighted. Even Radha, Krishna Parivar, they all say first thing is seva. Everything is seva for them. So that is why seva, service. And second one is natihi. Nati means salutations, prostrations, namaskaram. That is the second one. This one, all of them, sakrut, once, even if we do once, with bhakti and shraddha, with devotion and lot of faith, with conviction that Bhagavan is there for me to protect, then we get our own the results. That is why sakrut, that word is used here. Natihi means prostrations. This will take us to ahankara rahityam, because we bow down our head. Head is the place we have ahankara, the ego. When we bow down, the ahankara rahityam will happen. And then for ladies, it is panchanga namaskaram, means bow down the head and the knees and the feet, and of course the hands, all of them. Only 5 limbs or 5 body parts are used. Why? Because ladies are not supposed to touch their chest to the earth, Bhumi. Because Bhudevata asked the creator, Brahmaji, they are also, women are also Matru Swarupam. They have the capacity to give the birth. Even Bhudevata has the capacity to give the birth. That is why whatever we give, plantation, any seeds, we see the plants and trees and all that, giving the birth. That seed will become open and then we get all the trees and plants. That is why they said woman has the same capacity like me. I don't want their chest to touch me. That is why ladies have Panchanga Namaskaram. Men has Ashtanga Namaskaram. Their chest has to be, that is why Danda Pranamam it is called, like a stick. They have to do it, for especially for Mahatmas and Guru. So that is why we have the Panchangam and Ashtanga are like a stick they have to do. That is why it is called Sashtanga Namaskaram. So that is why Natihi, Nutihi means Natihi we have seen. And lot of people do the Natihi for you all know, I don't need to elaborate, 108 Namaskarams, especially Chilukuri Baladevi, Balaji in near Hyderabad. People say he gives the visa to come to different countries, especially to USA. They do 108 Namaskaram, Pradakshinas. So that's why Natihi we have seen. And now third one is Nutihi. Nutihi means praising, stuti. Shiva Bhagavan, we do Rudra Namakam, Namashambhavecha, Mayobhavecha, like that, all of them, Rudrabhishekam. And then so many stutis are there, like Shiva Manasa Puja is there, written by Adi Shankaracharya. Brahma Murari Surarchita Lingam Nirmala Bhasita Shobhita Lingam, like that, Lingashtakam. And then Tridalam Trigunakaram Trinetram Chatriyayudham Trijanma Papa Samharam Eka Bilvam Shivarpanam, like that, Bilvashtakam. Like that, so many prayers we have done, stutis. Many of you are very much familiar, and lot of them do it also, all these stuti, especially whenever we have the this Shivaratri and Kartika Masam. So that is why Nutihi. Natihi is prostration. I'm just telling again. Nutihi is the stuti. Both of them are very much similar. Looks like similar. And then fourth one is Pujava. Va means or in English. All of them, anything that Natirva, Stutihi, Pujava. Puja means again worshipping. This is done by our hands. Of course, mind, if mind is there, that is the great blessing. That's why Pujava, worship. And this worship also, we have seen earlier also, Pancha Pujas minimum and Shodasha Puja. Pancha Puja is Lam Prudhvi Tatvatmikaye Gandham Parikalpayami, offering the Gandham. Lam is the Bijaksharam for Prudhvi, means earth. Why? Because earth has smell. Punyo Gandha Prudhivyam cha, that great smell, especially in spring season when we have the rain, we can see that dirt will give the beautiful smell. We can really smell it and feel the air, fresh air. Gandham, offering the Gandham, sandalwood paste. And then Ham Akasha Tatvatmikaye Pushpam Samarpayami, offering the flower. For Akasha Tattvam, Bijaksharam is Ham. And then Ram Agni Tatvatmikaye Deepam Parikalpayami, lit the lamp. Ram is the Bijaksharam for Agni. Because all of them we have, our body is made out of all these 5 elements. Akasham, Vayu, Agni, all of them. That's why we are doing our body purification. And then Yam, Vayu Tatvatmikaye Dhupam Samarpayami. That is Vayu Tattvam. The air has the Bijaksharam, that is the Yam. And then Vam Amrita Tatvatmikaye Naivedyam Samarpayami, offering the Naivedyam. Amrita means equal to Jalam. That is the Bijaksharam for Jalam, Vam. So all we have it in our body. That's why we can feel that all of them. We drink water, and then we have the body temperature we maintain. That is the Agni. And then the Vayu, of course, without the Vayu, there is no breath. That we all know. If we are all breathing right now, that is why Prana. And then Prudhvi, if we do not take a shower, we smell. Even if we run, we sweat. And then that's what happens. Other person will say, go and take shower. People will instruct, guide us, even if we become lazy. So these are all we have in all these 5 elements are in our body. That is why this is the Pancha Puja minimum we need to do. That's why these are all purification for the body. This is what Pancha Puja. And Shodasha Puja. If we have time, we can do 16 steps. Many of you are very much familiar. Dhyanam, all-pervading God, we do the Dhyanam. Meditate upon that God. Then Avahanam, we invoke that God into that Pratima, whatever we are doing the worship, or the picture. And then Asanam, when God, we have to feel that Bhavana, that all-pervading God is in front of us. Then offer the seat. then Arghyam, Padyam, and then Snanam. This is where for Shiva Bhagavan we do the Rudrabhishekam. All the temples they do this Snanam time. And then Lakshmi Abhishekam we do this for whenever we do the Lakshmi Puja. And then Ganapati Puja we do the Snanam time Ganapati Adharva Sirsham. Like that each one Narayana Bhagavan Balaji or Narayana Vishnu Bhagavan they do Purusha Suktam. Durga Devi Durga Suktam. Like that each goddess have their own Suktam. Ukti, praising. So they do that in temples. If we have time, we can do that also, if we know them. So like that, puja va. And then whenever this puja comes, whatever, I always remember Mukunda Mala, Kulashekar Alva, whenever that Namaskaram times, actually Namaskaram time, Vande means Namaskaram. I wanted to mention that really. Why do we do Namaskaram? He gives so many reasons and says, finally, this is the reason I do the Namaskaram. He says beautifully, Nati, that's where we are taking up this. Going back, Naham Vande Tava Charanayoho Dvandva Nirdvandva Hetoho Kumbi Pakam Gurumapi Harehe Narakam Napanetum Ramya Rama Mrudutanulata Nandane Pirantum Bhave Bhave Hridaya Bhavane Bhavayeyam Bhavantam. He says, oh Bhagavan, Lord Krishna, I am not doing the Namaskaram to you. I am not. Why? To what? At your lotus feet. I am not doing the Namaskaram to get these results. What are those results? Please take me out from this, the pairs of opposites. Means take out all these Sukham, Dukkham, Labham, Nashtam, Sita, Bushna. Pairs of opposites, they are called Dvandvam. So that is not the reason I am doing the Namaskaram. First reason, I am not doing for that. And then Kumbhi Pakam, Narakam, that is the hell. Please take out from this Narakam. Do not give me, do not put me in this Narakam. Not for that, I am not doing the Namaskaram for that. And then Ramya Rama Mrudutanulata. And then I am not doing the, asking you to give me the Swargam also, all the bhogas. That is not the reason I'm doing the Namaskaram to you. All these pairs of opposites take out and take out from the Narakam and give me the Swargam, all the bhogas, all the enjoyments. Not for that. Why I'm doing in this? Bhave, bhave, Hridaya Bhavane, Bhavayeyam Bhavantam. In every thought, every bhavam, every mood, every emotions, every feeling, I have to remember your lotus feet. That is the only reason I'm doing the Namaskaram to you. Then my heart, Hridaya Bhavane, it is, then this becomes like a Vanam. Vanam means, in Kena Upanishad says, Vanam means it is one name for Brahman, consciousness. Then it becomes that Brahman consciousness. Otherwise, it is only a Bhavanam made out of only the Ituka, bricks and the cement. There are no feelings. So that is the only reason I'm doing the Namaskaram to you. I want you to, every thought I have to remember. May I remember you in every thought. I do not need all the pleasures. I'm okay to go through all this hell, all the sufferings. But in that also, I have to remember you. That's what Ramadasu did. He went through a lot of sufferings. He said, as long as I remember you, as long as I do not forget you, I'm okay with this. They are not the really sufferings. All the devotees will feel that. Even Bhakta Prahlada, he went through so much, always remembered Narayana, Narayana. Narayana mantram, Sriman Narayana bhajanam. Like that, he was singing. That's what I want. And then even Kenopanishad says the same thing. Message is same. Pratibodha viditam matam amrutatvam hi vindate atmana vindate viryam vidyaya vindate mrutam. Pratibodha viditam. In my every knowledge, whatever I acquire, whatever I see, whatever I think, whatever I hear, what in that every knowledge, I have to remember you. Amrutatvam, I know it is because of the self, because of the consciousness. Oh Lord Shiva, I want to know you. Because of you, everything is happening. This is the individual level. What about in the worldly level? Because as soon as we open our eyes, we see the world. But how to know Bhagavan? I see people, I see objects, I see so many situations I go through. Some of them are conducive, some of them are not conducive. But how do I deal with this? Then Druk Drushya Viveka beautifully says, Asti bhati priyam rupam nama chetyam shapanchakam adyatrayam brahma rupam jagadrupam tatodvayam asti bhati priyam. They are all, three of them belongs to Bhagavan. Means asti means existence, bhati means conscious, chit, priyam means satchit anandam, consciousness, existence, sat means existence, chit means consciousness, anandam means the bliss, satchit anandam, that belongs to Bhagavan. Everything is that. But namam rupam, name and form belongs to the world. So that is why may I always leave this name and form. Behind all this name and form, you are the only one. May I remember you. May I think about you. Existence, consciousness, and bliss. Of course, we see it. No doubt about it. Even without, closing or without, with opening eyes, without closing eye, without closing, with closing eyes. We have our own world. We see it. So that is why, but may I remember you. That is the, even Drupdrushya Vivek also talks about it. Always may I remember you. Behind all this, Namam Rupam, name and form. Behind all these objects, situations and people, all of them. Of course, we have to interact. Of course, we go through all this. There is no doubt about it. But may our thoughts, Bhavani Bhavana Gamya, with thoughts alone, with thinking alone, with emotion alone, we can make them to convert all these channelized to Bhagavan. That is called bhakti, devotion. May I develop that, oh Bhagavan. That is the reason I do the namaskaram. And puja also we have seen elaborately. 5 Pancha Puja and 16 Puja and Smarana. This we do with the mind, contemplation, thinking about it. Bhagavan's Leela, Gunaganas, and then Charitra, and then so many things are there. Bhagavan has, Shiva has done so many. And Smaranam, contemplation is done with mind. And now every body limbs are occupied with Bhagavat Smarana. Hands are with puja and natihi, nutihi, their walk. And natihi, whole body. Seva also body. And then hands also. And now Katha Shravanam. This is the 6th one. Katha Shravanam means ears are occupied. Shravanam, the listening to the stories of Lord Shiva, or your Ishta Devata, Bhagavan, listening to our Bhagavata Katha, Bhagavata Saptaham, Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, Ramayanam, anything, Mahabharatam, all of them, for the ears, purification of ears. Why even Sakrut, that is the background, one word for all of them, Kadhashravanam. Then Alokanam. Alokanam means this is the, that is why Puja va Smaranam, Kadhashravanam, Api Alokanam. This is the seventh one. Alokanam means Chakshushi. This is for the eyes. Always may I see your form. That is the reason we go to the temples. Beautiful decorated Mata or beautiful decorated Bhagavan, Devata, Devaha we see. That is why we go to the temples. That is why we go to the Punya Kshetram. Alokanam. That is purification of eyes. All these we do is. And then what is that? Madrusham. Madrusham Nalamba. Madrusham means for people like me, people like us, all of us, each individual, Madrusham Nalamba. Isn't it enough? Oh, Shiva Bhagavan. All these like 7 pointers. Seva, Natirva, Nutihi, Pujava, Smaranam, Kathashravanam, Alokanam. Even we can do little bit of everything, or one, when Sakrut, only once. Isn't it enough? Oh, Bhagavan, because you are the giver of liberation. You are giver of everything. So that is the reason this is the 7 pointers, beautiful pointers are even Sakrut once. You might be wondering, I do so many things and my mind is still say, why people say, scripture says Sakrut once. I will give you example, and then one is Shraddha and Bhakti and conviction has to be there too. This is after long practice, we will get it, this Sakrut Bhavam once. And then example is current shock, electric shock, one time is enough. And then poison drinking, one time is enough. And then Agni, fire, touching the fire, one time is enough, burning. Amrutam, drinking the nectar, one time is enough to become immortal. We don't need to drink so many times. Poison also, we don't need to drink so many times. Sakrut. That is why here also, one time is enough to get that highest liberation. Even Sri Ramachandra Bhagavan says in Ramayanam, Sakrudeva prapannaya tavasmi iti cha yachate abhayam sarva bhutebhyaha dadamyetat vratam mama. I took the vow. If people take refuge to me even once, I will give them abhayam, fearlessness. Take them to the liberation. Abhayam is the Daivi quality. Abhayam. In the 16th chapter, Abhayam is the first fearlessness quality, the Daivi Sampatti. And then even Bhajagovindam, Shankaracharya ji says, Bhagavad Gita kinchidadhita Ganga jalalava kanika pita Sakrudapiyena murari samarcha Kriyate tasya yamena na charcha Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Govindam Bhaja Mudhamate. Here what happens is, it's only once, Bhagavad Gita, little bit if we do Arjayanam, Kinchit, Ganga Janam, drink a little bit of the Lava Kanika Pita, even 1 spoon. Sakrudapiyena Murari Samarcha. Even once if we worshipped Bhagavan, Sri Krishna, or Lord Narayana, or even Shiva Bhagavan. And then what happens? The Yama Bhagavan will not touch us. Means Mrityu will be gone. Sakrut. That is why Sakrut word is very, very important. This is what we have seen first 2 lines very elaborately. Now, why people go to Swamin Astira Devatanu Saranaya Sena Kim Labhyate? Why people go to different gods? What is the reason? They are not satisfied with you. You give so much, giver of everything, giver of liberation. Because 99% people are not interested in liberation. They don't even know what is liberation. Why they go to other gods? Then we need to go to the Bhagavad Gita. 7th chapter, 20th shloka. Bhagavan explains beautifully why they go to different gods. Kamaistaistairutajnanaha prapadyante nyadevataha tam tam niyamamastaya prakrutya niyatasvaya. Why? Because of the so many desires. Desires, they are so much prompted by desires, and then their jnanam gets covered up. Then they go to different gods, varieties of gods also. People change gods also, and then they follow all the niyama, rules and regulations. And why they go? Because of their prakriti, because of their tendencies, because of their vasanas, because of their nature, that is the prakriti. They go to different gods, varieties of gods. Knowledge gets covered up. That is the reason. So that is why Bhagavan is saying, just go for the supreme. Go, develop the desire for the liberation. That is the highest desire. Slowly, by Bhagavan's grace, the desire also will fall down. Then the aikyam, Jiva Brahma aikyam will happen. So that is why Bhagavan is saying, Kim Prarthaniyam Tada. Why they have to pray to the different gods? You are giving isn't it mukti, the liberation? If we do all these 7 pointers, doing the namaskaram, doing the stuti, or doing the puja, or doing the katha shravanam, or alokanam murti. Whenever I see alokanam murti, I remember my guru, means immediate one, who taught our course, Swami Bodhatmananda. Majority of you know, met him also. He says before taking the sannyasa diksha, he was very much a devotee. He used to listen to all the satsang and all of them. I mean, even of course, he's always a devotee. And then he used to go to the temples, always. And then then what happens is every day he used to go to temple and see the beautiful decorated Swami Devata. And ladies usually go to the temples, and one lady asked him, "You are just sitting there and staring the Bhagavan. I saw you for last 1 hour. Why?" And then my Acharya, Swami Bodhatmananda, our Acharya, Swami Bodhatmananda said, "I like to see Bhagavan. So well decorated Bhagavan, isn't it the most beautiful thing to do? Why do I have to run around the temple, go around so much to do? Alokanam, just merge with Bhagavan. That is why Sakrut, even if you do once, even one is enough. Just watch the Bhagavan and just see the Bhagavan." That's what Swamiji used to say, Alokanam. And this is what, for whole, we have the instrument, Shariram, body, and Manasu, mind, Antakarana, and walk, speech. All of them, Sharira Trayam, all of them gets purified. So this is the most beautiful and very easy to do shloka and take us to the liberation. That is why I took it very elaborately. I'm sure you must be getting it too. And then there is a beautiful story also. Let us see end of it. Maybe I would like to take up one more shloka, and let us see if we have time. I will conclude with that story. And then let us see why Shivanugraham is very much important. And then I took it, let us see, chant the shloka, and may Bhagavan bless us to take up all these 7 pointers, or even one. Nalam va sakrudeva deva bhavataha सेवानतिर्वानुतिः पूजा वा स्मरणं कथा श्रवणमप्यालोकनं मादृशाम् स्वामिन्नस्तिरदेवतानुसरणा या शरणायासेन किं लभ्यते का वा मुक्तिरितः कुतो भवति चेत् किं प्रार्थनीयं तदा. See, for us, this is the most beautiful shloka, 33rd shloka. Now, 34th shloka. This one talks about sahasam. Sahasam means veeratvam, bravery. Kim brumastava sahasam pashupate kasyasti shambho bhava dhairyam chedrushamatmanaha sthitiriyam chanyai katham labhyate Bhrashyateva ganam trasan muniganam Nashyat prapancham layam Pashyan nirbhaya eka eva Viharatyananda sandro bhavan. Here, sahasam. You are so brave. You are so powerful. Why? Because you are the only one who is able to stay at the dissolution time. All the gods are disappearing. You are the only one who is staying. Even though they drank amrutam, we have seen earlier, all the gods had the amrutam. In 32 shloka, Shiva is the only one who took the poison. But even though he took the poison, he is the only one who is able to stay at the dissolution time. Even Lalita Sahasranamam says, Maheshwara Mahakalpa Mahatandava Sakshini. Both of them are able to doing the Tandavam. That's what it is. Everything is dissolution time. Everything is going. That is what the Sahasam. Shambho, O Shiva, Hey Pashupate, you are the Lord of all beings, because all beings are Pashus. Not only the animals, human beings are also Pashus. Unless until we know our true nature, we are all Pashus. Tied up with Karma Baddha, Kala Baddha. That is why Pashu. Oh, Hey Shivo, Hey Shambho, Hey Pashupate. Please tell me how powerful you are. Sahasam, all this, you are really master. What is that first one? All the devatas, dhairyam he is telling. Now let us first see what the three things. First half is stuti. All the sahasam, dhairyam, atmanaha sthiti. That is what talking about, first two lines. That is the first half. Second half, third and fourth lines talking about three things. Prashyat deva ganam. All the devatas are really falling from their own positions. Agni devata, Indra devata, all the Vayu devata, because they are all going at the pralayam time, dissolution time. They are not staying. They are all falling from their own position. Bhrashyan devaganam, first thing. And then trasan muniganam. Even munis means they are control over sense organs. And then Rishiganam, Muniganam, and they have control over the sense organs. They have the control over their mind. All of them are really frightening. Seeing all this, everything is disappearing, going. That is why Brashan, Trasyan, Muniganam. And then Nashyat Prapancham, all the Prapancham, all the world disappearing into Lord Bhagavan Shiva. Prapancham means all beings, all people, everything. Everything is disappearing, including all of us. For us, Maranam is enough to disappear. Maranam, death. And then that is layam for us. This is the pralayam at the dissolution time, at the end of it, end of the kalpam. Everything is going, all the panchabhutas are going. How it came? Akashad vayuhu, vayoragnihi, agni, abhyaha, means jalam, water. And then prudhivi, prudhimvyam, voshadayaha, like voshade, annat, voshadibhyonnam, annat, purushaha. This is the order. Upanishad talks about it. All this order, same way, going. What? All the voshadis, the Purusha, Jivas are going, and then all the plants, all the Voshadhis, everything is going. And then earth is going to water is going back to Vayu, Agni is going back to Vayu is going back to Akasham is going back to Parabrahma, Paramatma, that is nothing but our Lord Shiva. All this is really, really thinking about it, even very, very scary. Very, very, that's why everybody is scared. Even this one also, this comes in Bhagavatam. In 12th canto, Markandeya Maharshi wanted to see this dissolution time. He's Chiranjiva. Everything, it is really, really scary. Description, very elaborate description is given in Bhagavatam. And then everything is going, he's watching. And then Vatapatra Shayi, Sri Krishna Bhagavan comes in Vatapatra Shayi, in the small leaf, sitting, keeping his thumb in his mouth and floating in this water. Seeing that, he becomes very peaceful. Everything happens in fraction of a second because he wanted to see Bhagavan's Maya. He asked that boon, he said, I want to see your Maya. Power, Maya power. That power also belongs to Bhagavan. That is why whoever surrenders to Bhagavan, he takes it away. Bhagavan promises in Bhagavad Gita. So that is why all of them, everything is going. You are doing the Natyam, Tandavam with Mother, Parvati Mata, Maha Tandavam, Bhaya Rahita Sthiti, Nasha Rahita Sthiti, Pralaya Sakshi, witness of all this dissolution. And then all this is really Bhagavan is giving the picturization. Eka Eva, you are the only one staying. Everything is going. This is what the description, even Upanishad says, Yatova Ivani Bhutani Jayante, Yena Jatani Jivanti, Yat Prayancha Bhisambhishanti. By everything emerged by Bhagavan, by whom everything emerged, because of whom everything is protected, because of everything is going back to him, by which or by whom, which in whom everything is going back, dissolution, to that Bhagavan is only one is staying. That Bhagavan is here is nothing but Shiva Bhagavan. In Vedanta talks about itself, consciousness. That is what who we are. Our nature, Bhagavan is talking about it. So this is why you are seeing everything. You are not frightened. And you also takes us to that Bhaya Rahita Sthiti. And Eka Eva Viharati. You are also Ananda Sandro Bhavan. You are the embodiment of Anandam. Your nature is Anandam, bliss, happiness. You are giver of happiness. Your nature is happiness. Your Swabhavam. Ananda Sandro Bhavan, embodiment of the bliss. Your Swabhavam. Your Swabhavam is Daya. Your Swabhavam is Anandam, your nature. You are not only your nature, giver of all this. You are giver of compassion, giver of Anandam. Both of them you can do. That is why your nature is that Ananda Sandro Bhavan. Even now, even Saundara Lahari, 26th shloka, Bhagavan talks about this also. Virinchi panchatvam vrajati harirapnoti viratim vinasham kinasho bhajati dhanado yati nidhanam vitandri mahendri vitatirapi sammilita drusha mahasamharesmin viharati sati tvatpatirasau. In dissolution time, everything is going. Even Brahmaji, Virinchi means Brahmaji is going. And Hari means the Vishnu Bhagavan. Even Vinasham Kinasho. Kinashaha means Yama. The Lord of the Death is also going. And Dhanadaha means Treasury Department. Kubera is also going. And then everybody is Indra, Lord of the Lords. Everybody is leaving. You are only Mahasamharesmin. This is Mahasamharam. Great dissolution. All this haram. That is why this is not the destruction. Haram, you all know, garland. This is the great samharam. Means all of them are coming together. Great samharam. All of them. All the earth, water, people, all of them, and Vayu, Agni, and then Akasham, everything is coming together. That is why never use the word destruction, destroy. It's not destroying. Lot of people use the word Shiva Bhagavan is the destruction. Nashakarakudu, no? It is the really samharam, bringing everything together. That is his compassion. And then Viharati Sati Tvatpati Rasau. Oh, Sati Devi, you are really Viharati, enjoying. Here also Viharati, you are enjoying. It is like a sport for you, both of you, Shiva and Parvati. Why both of them are Janani Janakulu. Even Kalidasa says, Vagardha Viva Sampruktau, Vagardha Pratipattaye, Jagata Pitarau Vande, Parvati Parameshwarau. Both of them are mother and father to this whole entire world, whole universe. That is why they are the Viharati, enjoying this sport. How they brought up the whole thing, Mahagrasa, Mahashana, Lalita Sahasranamam also. Everything she's taking it inside. Mahagrasa, Grasanam, swallowing it. And then whenever the creation comes, everything she put it out. Same thing Shiva Bhagavan is using, Viharati. There also Viharati word used, here also Viharati. This Ananda Sandro Bhavan, embodiment of Anandam. And that's what beautiful shloka. And then this is called Jivan Mukta Sthiti. Liberated people, everything is a bliss for them. Everything they watch. All situations, all people. That is what liberated, Jivan Mukti Sthiti. We wonder how they interact. Even Sthita Prajna Lakshanas, Bhagavan says in second chapter 56th shloka onwards, Arjuna asks how the Sthita Prajna, Jivan Mukta Sthiti, how he interacts in the world, how he behaves, what is his nature, all that questions asked by Arjuna. Bhagavan explains elaborately. Here also, Jivan Mukta Sthiti. Even second chapter, he starts 11th shloka. Ashochanan vashochastvam prajnavadamscha bhashase gatasuna gatasumscha nanushochanti panditaha. Whatever happened, whatever is about to happen, whatever is happening now, they are not worried. Panditaha, Jivan Mukti people, liberated people, everything they take it as it is. Everything they see as it is. Means they do not put their own masala, or they do not do the charvita charanam. Means doing this reel in their mind. Accept everything. or just see everything as it is. That is what called Jivan Mukta Sthiti. Bhagavan is also giving us the instructions. These are all indirect. That is why we need the bhashyam, commentary. And this is why even this Shiva Aikya Sthiti, Shivoham, Aham Shivaha, and then Ananya Bhakti. This is what also called Antarmukha Samarajya, Bahirmukha Sudurlabha, Antarmukha Sthiti, turning inward. That is why Mandukya Upanishad says, what? Prapanchopashamam, Shantam, Shivam, Advaitam, Chaturdham Manyante. The Prapancha Upashamam. Whenever this Prapancham, all these thoughts, whenever they subdued, Upashamam, then only Shantam, peace. And then Shivam, auspiciousness, Advaitam, non-dual state, Jivan Mukti Sthiti. That is also called fourth. That is Turiyam. That is what? Chaturdham Manyante. That is Turiya. That is what we Sthita Prajna, Gunatita Sthiti, beyond gunas. And then Turiyam, all of them means the same thing. All these pointers for all of us. And Maranam happens to the Shariram, but Pralayam for Devatas. That is why because of this Avidya, Ajnanam, Maya, and then why this Avidya came? Kama, means because of the desires. Because of the desires, we do the karma, actions. Actions, we have to results, face the results, experience the results of our own actions. Then we take up the birth. Birth means death. For us, Maranam, Devatas also have the body. They are Bhoga Bhumis. They go at the Pralayam time. That is the only difference. So that is why Bhagavan is saying, all these are all we need to do. All these will happen. But think about Bhagavan. Think about all the Devatas. Do the worship. Think about, they are all protecting. They are all taking care of us. Then he will liberate us. They never get scared of all this. Maranam also, there is no point in worrying. There is no fear. We are taking up another birth, that's all, if we are not liberated. Jivan Mukti means while living, liberation. While alive. That's what our Vedanta talks about it. That's why while liberation, they understood there is no death, there is no birth. Then there is no worry also, there is no fear of death. But let us say, if we do not get liberation while alive, then what happens? Death also, we should not worry. We get another birth. Who knows, if we are very spiritual, we have a lot of punya karma, we'll get a better birth. More satsangs, more good things, more of everything, where we interact with a lot of great Mahatmas, which is a blessing. So that is why there is no point in worrying about Maranam. Just aspire. Think about liberation. Think about Mukti. That is what this shloka talks about it. That Ananda Sthiti, because you are the embodiment of Anandam. This is what your Sahasam. You are the only one who can see this entire dissolution, witness of entire dissolution, the process. That is why, how can I explain your Sahasam? This is the only one I can think of. Oh Lord Shiva, this is the Leela Smarana. This is the Tattvam. Nashanam, taking us to the Tattvam, essential nature of Lord Shiva. Nasha Rahita Sthiti, Shashvata Starupudu, Mrityunjayudu, Amruteshwarudu. Take us to that Amruta Sthiti, immortality, immortal state. So that is what Bhagavan is saying, Bhaya Rahita Sthiti, Nasha Rahita Sthiti, fearlessness. And then all of them, these are all beautiful. I would not use the word state, that's our own nature. That is Satchit Anandam, that is existence, consciousness, bliss. That's our true nature. Unless until we do not know, we say we are individual self. That is called Jivaha. Total self is Brahman. That is why Jiva Brahma Aikya Sthiti. This is the Shivoham. Aham Shivaha. This is the essence of this shloka. 34th shloka. When this happens is why? Because of the Shivanugraham only this can happen. See that story, I said, let me share this story now. There is a great, actually one boy. His name is called Vupamanyu. Like Nachiketa. That Nachiketa story comes in Kathopanishad. Vupamanyu, this comes in another Upanishad. What happens is, they were like a normal poor people. They did not have any money. And then mother used to give him the, as though this is the milk mixed with rice flour and give the milk. And then he used to think he's drinking the milk. And one day, one Mahatmas came to the town and gave him the cow milk, real milk this time. And then it was very tasty and very, very nectar and very sweet. Then he came to his mother. Mother, oh mother, you were giving me as though milk. I thought that is the real milk. But why these people gave me the real milk? Why you are not giving me the real milk? And then he said, mother said, we have the Shivanugraham. But that is only little bit. We have the shelter. I am able to buy this much only. We do not have the complete Shivanugraham. That is why I am not able to give the real milk. That boy really stuck only one thing, Shivanugraham. That is the only one word the boy took into his heart. He forgot about the milk. He said, Shivanugraham, that's what I need now. And then he went to the forest and started do the tapas. And then slowly, he did great tapas. Small boy, like Nachiketa, 8-year-old boy, Upamanyu, great Maharshi he became. And then Shiva also wanted to test him, and he, of course, like all the time. And then he came like a Indra with Airavatam, and Indrani also came. He said, why are you worshipping Shiva? He doesn't give you anything. All this he was saying. Upamanyu got so upset. Do not stay here. Do not blame my God, Lord Shiva. I know Shiva is, all I want is Shivanugraham. I don't want anything from him. I know he can give everything, anything. Then Shiva, Lord Shiva himself came in that form and realized how great devotee he is. He said, I can bless you with 1,000 billions of cows. You can have as much milk you want. Upamanyu said, no, I do not want anything. I want the teaching, Atma Bodha, self-knowledge. Teach me that. That's all. And then Shiva taught him everything, gave him everything, and he became a great sage, Upamanyu. That is why we always have to pray for Shivanugraham. That if we have that blessings of Shiva, Shiva means Parvati Mata is included, we get everything. Whatever we want. Bhagavan is not only wish fulfilling tree, he is also giver of liberation. So that is why whatever we deserve, we get it. All we need is Shivanugraham. So this is the beautiful shlokas 33 and 34. Take us to the essential nature, Tattvam. With this, and then for Shivanugraham, we'll chant the shloka and conclude. Kim brumastava sahasam pashupate kasyasti shambho bhava dhairyam chedrushamatmanasthitiryam चान्यैः कथं लभ्यते भ्रश्यद्देव गणं त्रसन्मुनिगणं नश्यत् प्रपञ्चं लयम् पश्यन्निर्भय एक एव विहरत्यानन्दसान्द्रो भवान्. Oh Mother, oh Lord Shiva, please bless us all. All we need us is Shivanugraham, blessings from you. We do not want anything else. Oh Mother Parvati Mata and then Shiva, bless us all. Om Sri Matre Namaha, Harihi Om, Sri Gurubhyo Namaha, Harihi Om everybody.